Okay, Caroline Dhavernas. Which one do you want me to say? What should I say? Just tell me.
If you can say it in French, yeah, do it.
Dhavernas.
Dhavernas.
Dhavernas. Daintiness is not my forte. Ready? And I look in this one. You can just bug into this one and make like whatever faces you'd like. Okay. Welcome to Breenie's Teeny Tiny Talk Show. Hi. We're here today with Caroline Dhavernas, who is the star of Mary Kills People, which is on Global and is a very chic show, you guys. Hi, Caroline.
Hi.
Yay. She's like, what's happening? Okay, first question. Caroline, why don't you tell us the elevator pitch of what Mary Kills People is about?
It's a 6-part series about a doctor named Mary.
Well, I'm just excited. This is a 6-part series. Like
right?
Short
26
series?
is too much. When I see a show is more than 22 episodes, I don't want to start. It's a big commitment. So she's an ER doctor, and she also moonlights as an angel of death. So she helps people who want to die in dignity, the terminally ill, to do so.
And it just
are you really interested, or are you pretending to be?
Oh, okay. Guess what? I'm actually very interested, and I was going to do some like softball questions, and then get to the hardball ones once I tricked you into like being all cuddly with me. I'm a big proponent of dying with dignity, so I was like very.
Are you?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes.
See, you're the first person today who has said
really?
this to me. So
they're like, I'm not into it?
No, they talk about it, but they don't give their opinion.
Oh, my opinion is I think it's very important. I think that people should have the autonomy over their life to do what they like. We're in a time of change as to the legislation.
We're evolving, that's for sure. It's not the case in every country. And on our show, it's a fictional city somewhere in North America where it's still illegal to do so. So she will get in trouble eventually. But yeah, I think it's a fascinating subject matter. It doesn't have to only be dark, you know, and that's what I think a lot of people might feel when they hear about the show. I mean, there's a lot of banter between my partner in crime, who's also a heroin addict,
and a hot person.
I had sex with Joel.
It's not funny.
Oh, you gave a dying man a good time. There's no harm.
I took advantage of him.
Women can't take advantage of men sexually. It's biologically impossible.
And a hot person, Richard Short. And Jay Ryan also plays one of my first patients, who's also not ugly.
Also a hot person. Like pick, like. There we go.
What's the pick?
Oh, the pick of the hot people. We always need pics of the hot people.
Okay.
We definitely need it. In the show, you tackle it and you sort of come up against, I guess, moral issues or like the struggle inside and like when is it okay to do it and when should people have that choice.
And some characters on the show are very opposed to it. Some are kind of, will evolve with this whole reflection. And of course, my character feels very strongly that people should have the choice. She's also been through things in her personal life as a kid that make her understand more than anyone why someone should be able to make that choice. And I quite agree with you. I think we make decisions for ourselves all throughout our lives, and that's the final one.
What was sort of different and fresh for you in the role of Mary, and did you feel that this was an important story to be told almost as an act of advocacy as well?
I did feel that way. I was very happy also that a network was picking that up. Also, she's a fascinating lady. She's filled with contradictions. She's also getting paid for what she's doing for many reasons. So that's another moral, gray zone there. She's living these very meaningful moments with these people, very strong. It's almost like a drug to her. Which is the other interesting aspect.
And the power, right? Like it's saying, that
I don't think she feels that she has power over someone's life. I think she's really there out of compassion. I think it's just like a funeral can be so. I mean, I've walked out of funerals feeling so alive because of how you're reminded when you talk about death, about the privilege of being here and being alive, right?
And a sense of community almost because you're helping and she wants to be a helper, right?
Exactly. And she also has 2 kids and she can't really talk about what she's doing. So she leads a very complicated and lonely life.
One thing I definitely want to talk about, you guys, that's very important is that Mary Kills People has an amazing all-woman creative team behind it. The showrunner, the executive producers, the star, the writers, a woman, Holly Dale, directed all of the episodes. Why is that important to you as a woman to be in this sort of all-female created extravaganza?
Well, it's funny because part of me wants to celebrate that and part of me doesn't want to make it a big thing because
and get to the point where we don't
as it
have
should
to talk about
exactly. It was wonderful, and we talked about how there's still a lot of work to do when you have 2 female characters in a scene talking about something else than men. What I love too is at the end of the show, Amy and Tassie, the 2 sisters who were producing, came
Also
to
very
me.
nice.
Yeah, they're wonderful, and they came to me and said, "What can we do if there's a season 2 to make things better? Because we want to learn." And I thought that was so wonderful. You know, to have not have this ego of making, you know, pretending like everything was okay. I mean, on every show there are things that you need to fix eventually, and it was such a beautiful, open way of doing business, I found. So is that something that women do more than men? I don't know, but it happened on this show.
Okay, so let's say thank you so much to Caroline Dhavernas for talking to us about Mary Kills People. It is on Global as of January 25th.
Thank you.
And be sure to watch the show.
Oh, you kept your
Yeah,
legs
okay,
all
did we
pretty.
keep it? Did we, yeah, very like dainty mermaids, like this, like this. Thank you, Caroline. Yay! Don't forget to subscribe to the Teeny Tiny Talk Show.